From the beginning, Marvel's Avengers has been about creating the ultimate Avengers experience for fans. And as fans, we know that Avengers stories usually leave the door open for more. More members, new stories, and larger worlds. If more is what fans expect, then why not give it to them? This is an inside look at Marvel's Avengers presented by Intel. And in Episode 4, the Avengers Initiative expands.
The Avengers Initiative is the continuing story that takes place after the Reassemble campaign,
where you and your friends can team up to take on challenges against enemies that threaten the world.
The Avengers Initiative is an open canvas for Intel and Crystal Dynamics to add new features and evolve the gameplay.
We left a lot of flexibility for us to add content after launch. We can ship new levels without patching the game. We can tweak all sorts of things in the existing war zones that are out there.
As a fan, I think the Avengers Initiative gives us an excellent opportunity to expand the hero roster and bring iconic enemies and locations for players to enjoy.
And what I'm most excited about is playing new characters and storylines like Clint Barton and Kate Bishop.
Pretty early on, we decided we wanted to include Kate Bishop just because she was an interesting and unique take to Hawkeye.
So Kate Bishop is a skilled archer, gymnast, private eye, all around awesome.
Kate's an important Avenger because she brings a lot of character and style to the story.
Ooh, okay. I have so many questions. But I like the energy, so let's just turn this thing on before I overthink it.
Kate's mission in taking AIM is to figure out what's going on with AIM and Tachyon, but also to try and track down her mentor who went missing.
So you're working for S.H.I.E.L.D. now?
It's, complicated.
Where's Clint?
That's complicated too.
Comics that really influenced us for Kate were My Life as a Weapon for her relationship with Clint Barton, and then her solo run that was just called Hawkeye. In Hawkeye especially, Kate has a bit of an attitude, but it's always fun to be around her. You see that in the way that characters interact with her and how she deals with her private investigation cases. We talked a lot about Kate and Clint being kind of a 1-2 punch, a double feature, because we were so inspired by My Life as a Weapon, which has Kate and Clint working together, seeing him mentor her into the next Hawkeye.
Clint Barton, better known as Hawkeye, is Kate Bishop's mentor and one of the core Avengers.
World-class archer, expert swordsman as well.
Shortly after the events of A-Day, Nick Fury drops off the radar, and Clint Barton is important to our story because he is in search of Fury to see what he's been up to and if he's in trouble.
So Maestro is a key part of the Future Imperfect story. We were inspired by the Future Imperfect comics for Maestro. And, you know, like any good Marvel villain, he has his reasons for doing what he does, and he didn't become a villain overnight.
You never ventured beyond the storm. You coward.
Each time we bring in a new character, it comes with new mechanics, new interactions with the world. Everything is different. It's another, entire vertical slice of the game that we're adding on. It's, in a sense, it's its own game, and we have to make sure that that looks and feels intact with the rest of the experience.
When we were developing the two Hawkeyes, Kate and Clint, we wanted to make sure we found ways to differentiate them.
With different heroics, different sub-mechanics, while still maintaining the same basic feel of the weapon types and so on.
When developing Clint, obviously we looked at all of the different versions of the trick arrows he used in the comics and other media. A couple of the iconic examples are the boomerang arrow that he has. His time as Ronin was also another big inspiration to give him a sword. A lot of Clint's skills revolve around shooting an arrow. We developed a lot of trick arrows for him to use, even more so than Kate. Even the melee ones eventually branch off to firing arrows. For Kate, we looked at really utilizing her quantum tech, whether that's using it for melee to dash in and attack, or whether that's using it for the quantum arrows for her ranged gameplay. We looked at the Young Avengers, where she uses the Kree composite soul bow. In that bow, she is basically just drawing back a string of energy and firing off energy projectiles. The thing I really enjoyed about developing Kate and Clint was having them be the first step on that promise of bringing new heroes and gameplay to the Avengers players.
And now, just like a comic, we're able to expand on that with new heroes, new villains, new stories within our own universe.
There's going to be new characters in the future as well. There's new biomes that we can add to expand the variety of war zones that are in there. And there's new mechanics and new features that we can add, as well as new unique game modes like H.A.R.M Room for PC. So the collaboration with Intel has been fantastic. We added the higher end water tech, we added advanced heroics, we added better armor destruction, and now we're continuing with Intel to add the H.A.R.M Room for PC, which allows you to combat a whole large array of enemies and push the limits of your PC. The H.A.R.M Room is the holographic augmented reality machine, and it is the virtual reality training room that the Avengers use in order to hone their skills.
The reason that we did this H.A.R.M room is because it puts two features together that we developed early on in the game: armor destruction and the heroics. If you want to get better at fighting a certain class of enemy, like synthoids with Iron Man, you can set that up in this mode. And insane numbers, so that you can really challenge your skills and become a better player. There are 8 enemy sets and 8 group sizes. There's different hazards. Electricity, toxic, fire, frost are some of the hazards that you can set up in this mode too. So you can also enable buffs for your character. If some of those buffs are double damage or reduced incoming damage or even invincibility. Playing as Hulk in this is insanely fun. I turn on double damage and increased armor, and you really end up feeling like a super Hulk when you play this mode. You can create an experience that you can't find in the game, and you end up able to push your CPU on PC with these custom experiences. At Intel, one of our goals is to really push the experience for PC players, and I think the H.A.R.M room really does that.
So we launched the game back in early September, and the effort on the team has not stopped at all.
I take a lot of pride in the work that we've done together. It's kind of a dream come true.
Marvel's Avengers is committed to providing a unique and heroic experience. As players continue to train, team up, and save the world, they'll discover that what they've seen is only just the beginning. Keep a lookout for new characters, conflicts, and stories to emerge in Marvel's Avengers. We'll see you at the war table.